What's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy Domuto. We're back with another video. Today we're watching Saiyan. We're watching the last part of What If Saiyan was in Dragon Ball. So, the finale, I think, is 30 minutes long, so it should be the last one. And, let's get into it, man.
The Universe 6 tournament. But honestly, I think it's fine to skip that. We all know that with the team that they have, it's going to be a wash. Likely the team would just be Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, Piccolo, and Sal. Yeah, it's pretty overpowered, so there's no need to cover this tournament. It's going to take up too much time to cover, and we'd rather cover this arc, because the stuff coming up next is actually going to be really insane. This arc is almost completely unrecognizable. Besides the fact that Sal is obviously part of the story, there's a bunch of different factors that are going to come into play here. And it's going to be
I'm gonna see how you gonna flip the Goku Black story.
Sal continues his training, trying to get stronger than he already is. It's weird because Jiro's apparently made him perfect, but he could probably go beyond this perfection. He can utilize his God Ki and make a form like the Saiyans. He could use the golden form that Frieza had. He could use his Namekian abilities and maybe use something with that. Who knows? There's a lot of potential here, and he doesn't really know where he wants to go. So what would that be, his super perfect form? If he gets something beyond perfection, yeah, I guess. He begins working towards that, and over this time period, he actually is able to unlock something. Combined with his own training, his data on Goku and Vegeta, his data on Beerus and Whis, and even his data on Frieza. He's been researching. He's using science to try and figure out the best way for him to transform. What could he do and what could he use? In the last part, Salad was worried about his limits. But after all this time training and trying to figure out something new, that's not a worry anymore. He has a brand new form which he just dubs his super perfect form. Unlike what we saw for Cell where his super perfect form was just an upgraded version of himself, this actually has a noticeable change. He's combined the properties of Super Saiyan God as well as the properties of Frieza's golden form.
Okay.
In terms of physical changes, it's pretty small. He gains a golden aura and his eyes turn red. But not much else changes. I mean, he's perfect as is. So unlike Frieza, he's not going to try and select a new color for this form. Also, it's not like he really do that too well because part of it is from his Saiyan DNA, not something that he could choose. Think of this as his equivalent version of Super Saiyan Blue. Obviously, it isn't the same, but it's his ultimate transformation and it's on par with it in that sense. So after the Universe 6 tournament, where are we now? Vegeta ends up staying on Beerus' planet to train more, while Goku returns to Earth temporarily. Little did everyone know, there is someone else watching the Universe 6 tournament. Someone who got very angry by this display of godly powers. Mortals aren't time traveling here, sure, but they're making a mockery of godly power. Not to mention, they're playing Kai. They're creating their own life forms, using Dragon Balls, etc. All this stuff together is seen by Zamasu, and he's furious. It's like the mortals are trying to be gods. I mean, look at that one artificial person. Besides the fact that he's created artificially, he's using God Ki as well. They're trying to have machines imitate gods. And Zamasu ends up setting his sights on one particular person, one who exemplifies everything wrong with mortals, the Saiyan Goku. But something different is going to happen here. Remember, I said there's no involvement with other timelines. Everything that's happening here is happening in this timeline. Zamasu does have to wait a bit to get the Super Dragon Ball.
Yeah, because there wasn't no future Trunks. We didn't see no future Trunks.
He could use the time ring, but no. That might complicate things. He's going to wait. He's going to bide his time, and then once the Super Dragon Balls are actually back, he'll get them for himself. And eventually, he does so. First, of course, he kills Gowasu, and then he goes out to collect the Super Dragon Balls. His wish is pretty simple. He wants his body to be swapped with Goku's. The initial swap of it goes pretty much like normal. The only difference being it's in the main timeline and not in another one. He's successful. Goku's body is stolen, and Goku dies, giving birth to Goku Black. Damn. And there's a big issue. He realized that if he encounters everyone at once, he might be stopped right away. But as far as he knows, Vegeta's off on Beerus' planet right now. And if he's able to work quickly, he'll be able to perform a sneak attack and kill the strongest mortals here. Goku Black's first target is Piccolo, one of the strongest people he could find at first. Piccolo has no idea what's going on. As soon as he sees Goku Black, he's immediately obliterated. That's one strong fighter gone. He just needs to get rid of Gohan, Salad, and Vegeta. And luckily Vegeta's not a concern.
Piccolo.
With Piccolo being killed, everyone else is able to obviously sense this. And Goku Black immediately begins enacting the Zero Mortals plan here. He wastes no time. He starts obliterating cities. Some of the Earthlings on the Dragon Team trying to fight him, but of course they're no match. Krillin, Tenshinhan, Yamcha. But two people are able to make a bit of a stand. Gohan and Sal. It's seeming hopeless. They've already lost so many of their friends. It's up to them to stop this. And they have options. They could fight here, or they could retreat and figure something out. Maybe the two of them together would be enough to face Goku. But they still don't know what's going on. If this is Goku, or if it's an imposter or something. And because of that, they don't know his true power. Sure, Goku Black is strong as is in his base form, but he doesn't have access to anything else. But they don't want to take that risk. Assuming this is actually Goku, they feel like he'd have access to Super Saiyan Blue. Fighting him right now might be pointless. Gohan is enraged, and he eventually does end up trying to fight Goku Black. He's nearly killed him in the process, and gets very close to death, but Salad is able to save him in the nick of time. He ends up having to split himself in half, with one getting Gohan out of there, and one copy trying to distract Goku Black. They're only barely able to escape, and it's hard too. They have to go out in space where Gohan can't survive. They need to get away from Earth for the time being until Beerus and Whis can find them. In the remains of Capsule Corp, there is a capsule that they could use, one that has a spaceship within it. Quickly, they escape before Goku Black notices, going out into space and trying to figure out what to do next.
Damn.
This all happens so quick, and they don't know what's going on. Everyone's dying. In terms of Goku Black himself, they don't know who he is. He clearly isn't Goku, his ki feels different, and there's something weird about his demeanor. There's no reason for Goku to just turn evil immediately. Gohan is unconscious now, incredibly injured as well. He doesn't even know that the rest of his family is dead. He was just lashing out in response to the others. Salad is just as mad, but he tries to stay focused. They gotta figure out what's going on and get away out of here. Luckily, they're able to get in contact with Whis, who then picks them up and brings them back to Beerus' planet. Vegeta's completely confused. Why are they here and why is Gohan all beat up? Thankfully, Whis is able to heal him. Beerus sent some weird fighting on Earth, but he assumed that it might have been training. They try and explain what's happening, but they still have no idea of what's going on either. Goku turned evil or something, or someone's pretending to be Goku and is destroying everything. They have no clue of what's going on, and they don't know who's still alive. Most of the Z fighters are dead. Gohan doesn't know if his family's okay, and he wanted to get them out of there, but there was no chance. Vegeta's concerned too. What about his family? He's immediately enraged at the two of them, and he even has a bit of an outburst for them not being able to protect everyone. But the two of them fight back, telling Vegeta who they were up against. This came out of nowhere. It was Goku attacking everyone. That power is something that they can't work against. And even when Salad did try attacking with his full power, Goku Black was just able to teleport away somehow, using the Kai Kai, which they don't even know he had access to. Even if they could attack him and do some damage, they don't know if it would be enough, and he might be able to easily retreat from it. Vegeta calms down, apologizing. He realizes that it isn't their fault, but he's still just concerned. If they can, they gotta figure out who else is alive. Is Bulma okay? Chi-Chi? Goten? Trunks? Anyone? Vegeta immediately wants to go back to Earth, but Salad says it's too dangerous. It's a guy using Goku's body, and he's probably grown stronger already. Of course, Goku Black doesn't have Zamasu here to help him, so it's not like he could heal himself up right away. But considering he's in the present version of Earth, it wouldn't be too hard for him to maybe find a stash of Senzu beams. He is in Goku's body after all and would know where to find them, taking one right now and immediately healing himself, getting a lot stronger in the process. Salad even tried to analyze him too. One of his drones got some data, and it 100% was Goku's body, but they noticed a few distinct features that have changed about him. Of course, his outfit's different obviously, but his drones found some sort of ring that he was wearing, and he had an earring that Kai's would wear, the Patara. Well, that might be good. Maybe they can go to the Kais for answers. If they contact Shin and Kibito, maybe they'll be able to figure out something. But then, something even weirder happens. Beerus suddenly disappears. They look at Whis and ask what's going on. He says he can no longer be of service. Someone has killed the Supreme Kai, which means Beerus has died too, since the two are lifelink. With the God of Destruction dead, there's no need for an angel here anymore. Whis is forbidden to help, and he even leaves Universe 7. What the hell just happened? Vegeta, Salad, and Gohan are just standing there on Beerus' planet. They have no idea of what to do. They don't even know how to get off here now. What Whis has said, that can't be true, is it? They're all a little bit panicked right now too. Shin died and Beerus is dead too? They can't figure out what's going on, and they don't know how they're gonna get any help either. Thankfully, they're all healed up at the moment, but they don't know what they're supposed to do now in terms of transport. They can't find Goku Black themselves. Whis was the way they got here and back, and they're in a completely different realm from where they were before. So even if they had a spaceship, it's not like they can get to Earth or anything.
Right.
This is bad. Really bad. This all feels like a nightmare. What's going on? There's been so many casualties, so much loss so far, and it's not like they even know what's happening either, which is the worst part. But then, their worst fears are realized. About a day or so after, somebody then arrives on the planet. It's Goku, or Goku Black, whoever that is. And he's pretty amused. So that's where these guys went. That's funny, they must have run to Beerus and Whis for help. Well, it's of no use. He says that he did kill Shin, and it seems that did the job. Beerus isn't here anymore, nor is Whis. And he tells him something even better. He's getting a better grasp on Goku's body. Thanks to that fight between him, Gohan, and Salad, he got a pretty sizable increase in power afterwards. And his anger grew even more too, allowing him to get more control over his own strength. He was having a bit of trouble at first trying to access this, but now he doesn't need to rely on his base form anymore. He's actually figured out a way to transform, and he decides he'll show it off to them. It would be a nice thing for them to see right before they die. This can't be happening. The group prepares, trying to get ready for the fight, but they don't know what to expect. Goku Black transforms. He's surrounded by a dark pinkish and purplish aura. It looks as if he's going Super Saiyan, but his hair's pink instead of yellow. This is what he refers to as Super Saiyan Rose. The Zero Mortals plan is making some great progress so far. He just needs to get rid of these three and then he can go on to other universes. And for all he knows, this fight will make him even more powerful than before. He'll be completely unstoppable. He's growing at such a rapid pace, he didn't even expect this himself. His soul and body will completely merge. He'll have full control over Goku's powers and even more beyond them. Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue, and Gohan turns Super Saiyan 4, with Salad going into his new Super Perfect form. They're holding nothing back, and they immediately jump into the battle. Salad says that they don't know what to expect. They already did try planning, but they didn't realize this was going to happen so soon. Since Salad has infinite energy, he wants the other two to conserve their stamina. They don't know if they'll get a chance to be healed, or a way to even get off this planet. Every little bit of their energy counts. So, Salad leads the charge. And with the three of them together, Goku Black actually is having some trouble. Damn, this might be a bit too premature.
Yeah, 3
But
niggas.
it's fine. He allows it to happen. As he gets beat up more and more, his power grows. With all the damage he sustained, he grows stronger and stronger, as well as getting angrier and angrier. More of his power becomes unleashed. And it's still not enough to counter the 3 of them together, especially once he's getting more and more injured. But Goku Black has a backup plan, or a few of them actually. In his pocket, he pulls out a bag. They immediately realize what it is. He has Senzu beans. He takes one of them, completely restoring him to full health. And with the damage he sustained and how close to death he was just now, he grows so much stronger too. Super Saiyan Rose grows more powerful, especially with the anger that he's feeling too. This guy's a monster. But they question, asking him what he is and what he's even doing. If he's really set on killing them, at least give them an answer. They want to coax this information out of him. So they try and act defeated. And Goku Black explains. He tells them everything. He was originally a Kai from Universe 10. He was disgusted with the deeds
I like
of
the
mortals
flip. I like
and
the flip of
decided
this.
He wants to wipe them out. Thus the Zero Mortals plan. He's going to start here first, and once he gets strong enough to, he's going to
It's
go around other
definitely
universes,
different.
killing all the mortals and even the
I
gods
like
of
it.
destruction. By killing the Supreme Kais, this would be very easy. He was already successful in Universe 10. He just needs to finish the job here. Of course, there are stronger mortals in other universes. But if he can defeat these 3 fighters and grow stronger in the process, anything else won't be a problem. So he's eliminating every single mortal. He spared no one. Well, yeah, it's the Zero Mortals plan after all. And then he begins laughing. Oh, they're wondering about their families. He turns to Gohan. When he stole Goku's body, the first kill was Goku himself. Of course, he's in Goku's body right now, but Goku was bonded to Zamasu's original body. He quickly disposed of Goku. It was an unceremonious death. What's better is that Chi-Chi and Goten were watching too. They died alongside him. His
Man.
wife and daughter are probably dead as well. I mean, he did kill everyone on Earth. And he turns to Vegeta. He made very sure that at Capsule Corp everyone died. He wanted to check if Vegeta was there after all. So Bulma and Trunks, yeah, they're gone too. He tries to continue explaining to Vegeta, but then he's
Damn.
immediately hit in the face by Gohan. Salad feels an immense power coming from him, and he looks over to Vegeta too. At the same time, Vegeta screams. In a blind outburst of rage, they keep attacking Goku Black together, and then they stop for a brief moment, powering up beyond where they even were before. Salad knew they'd have a reaction like this, but not this explosive. Vegeta's auras changed. It's become darker, as has his hair. He's bulked up in size as well. And as for Gohan, his Super Saiyan 4 form has changed. He's surrounded by an intense red glow, and his hair is red as well. And both are consumed by rage. Their eyes have gone completely white as well. They're fighting completely based on their anger. Vegeta's in Blue Evolution, and Gohan's in Super Saiyan 4 Limit Breaker.
Limit
the two
Breaker.
begin fighting Goku Black together. Goku Black has no
I
time
forgot
to
what it was
even
called.
fight
I like
back.
it. Okay.
Even with how strong he just got, he's made a mistake. He's made a really big mistake. He's enraged both of them to the point where they unlocked a new power beyond where they were before. And with their combined effort and the fact that they're attacking so relentlessly, Goku Black can't find an opening for himself. He even tries to get a Senzu bean mid-battle. But with Salad being the only one with a clear mind right now, he quickly stretches an arm out, grabbing it from Goku Black as Vegeta and
Good
Gohan
shit,
continue
Salad.
attacking. This is bad. He's gonna die here. He even tries lifting up his hand to use the time ring. But as soon as he does, his arm gets completely shattered. He can't even lift it now. The two continue fighting him. And it's not even a fight anymore, it's just a one-sided beatdown.
They
They're
get
releasing all
jumped.
their anger. And together, they finish it off.
Gohan
with
and
one.
Vegeta jump
The two
somebody?
get back
I ain't
to
never
back.
seen that.
Gohan charges up a massive Kamehameha, and it's reddish in color, while Vegeta places his hands forward and launches a Gamma Burst flash. The two attacks swirl together, forming into a menacing glow that changes the color of the entire planet. A massive divot is left behind, and Goku Black is nowhere to be seen. They did it. They've killed him. Of course, that means they destroyed Goku's body in the process. But in their fit of rage, there was nothing else they could do. And even if they were in a clear state of mind, it's not like they could have done anything to fix this. So they've eliminated the threat, but what do they do now? Gohan and Vegeta are both infuriated. Both of their families have been completely wiped out. Their friends are dead too. And as far as they know, everyone else on Earth might be dead as well. And who knows how far the damage extends? Goku Black had an entire few days to do this. Maybe he's been to other planets before Earth. Maybe he went to some after killing Shin and Kibito. Not only are they the only inhabitants of Earth left, but they might be the only inhabitants of Universe 7 left.
Yeah.
And there's no way of them to know otherwise. They're stuck on this planet now. They have no way of getting off it or going into a different realm to get back to Earth. And even if they did get back, if Goku Black actually killed all these other mortals, there's not going to be Dragon Balls on Earth. There's not going to be Dragon Balls on Namek. Hell, there's probably not even Super Dragon Balls left. What the hell are they supposed to do? Sure, they've claimed victory over Goku Black, but their entire universe is in ruins. And they're stranded in a
Ruined.
completely unreachable location. They don't know how far the damage extends or how to reverse it. After that explosive battle, it's oddly calm on the planet. No one even says anything. Vegeta and Gohan are still fuming, but they just stand there. And even Salad, who was in a clear mind before, he doesn't even know how to feel. Vegeta just collapses down to his knees, staring off blankly into the divot where Goku Black was. There's only one way for him to describe the situation they're in. To put it bluntly, they're screwed. We're left in a pretty dire situation right now, and I've started using different titles for my videos recently, as well as naming original arcs in the story.
Oh, well, it's a
And
two-parter?
I think I have a pretty fitting name for this arc. There's only a few heroes left, against insurmountable odds, trying to fix widespread multiversal damage. And it's the finale, so what better name than Endgame? I'll let you figure out the reference for yourself, and this will be called the Endgame Arc. A simple yet effective name. We pick off exactly where we left off last time. Gohan, Salad, and Vegeta are stuck on Beerus' planet. They're basically in a state of disbelief right now. They all feel a mix of anger, sadness, and defeat. And also, how are they supposed to get off this planet? They defeated Goku Black, but what are they supposed to do now? Salad summons some of his drones. He wants to see what kind of data they collected on Goku Black. In terms of strength, he's not expecting to get anything interesting. I mean, it is Goku's body, and he already has all the data on that. But he has a great idea. There might be a way out of here. Goku Black, he was teleporting around. Maybe they can get that for themselves. And sure enough, the drones actually do have enough data on him, including DNA. Salad just needs to integrate that with himself, and now he has access to the Kai Kai. Things are still looking pretty grim, but at least they're not stuck on this planet. And also with this, they can actually check how much of the universe is actually destroyed. Is it all of it? Is it just part of it? Was Goku Black bluffing at all? First, he tries to get used to this technique. Instead of honing on to different energies, he could just actually teleport anywhere he wants. So he goes around to places that he knows, but only places that he's been to before or has heard of. He stops by multiple different planets, and they're all empty. Even Namek, which might have had some Dragon Balls. Of course Goku Black thought of this though. He destroyed every set of Dragon Balls that he knew of. Earth's, Namek's, and of course the Super Dragon Balls. He teleports back to Beerus' planet, bringing the other two back to Earth with him. The damage is insane. Not only can they not sense anyone, but there's nothing even around. They arrive in a city and they can't even tell that it was a city. It's completely flat. You wouldn't have even known a city was here despite a few structures still standing. The three of them fly high in the air, looking around over the horizon. There's nothing. Everything's been flattened. All pieces of civilization are gone. But he can't have destroyed everything and everyone, right? There has to be some people that survived. Some people that got by and survived through this. It's going to be very hard to check though. With how widespread the damage is and what kind of people they're searching for, it's going to be incredibly tough. Especially with only 3 of them. Gohan brings this up too. There's no way he actually killed everyone, right? There has to be some people he forgot about, some planets that he didn't go by. And maybe on places like Namek, or even here on Earth, there's still people alive, but they can't spend their time checking that right now. It would be great if they had some extra people here. Extra people. Salad has an idea. It's a technique, something he's kind of known about for a while but has never really had a use for. As a project of Jiro's, this was something that was already within him. And
oh my god, isn't they about to make Cell
new.
Juniors?
His tail stretches out and then drops a few things out of it. Did he just shoot himself? But similar to how Cell can create Cell Juniors, Salad created miniature clones of himself. He looks on triumphantly. He's always wanted kids. Gohan and Vegeta are completely confused, but Salad explains. Someone in the comments on one of my last videos suggested this, so I'm gonna go with it. The Cell Juniors are gonna be named after different salad dressings. One will be named Caesar, one will be named Balsa, and one will be named Set.
That's funny.
Does this matter? No, not right now, but I'm not gonna let that idea go to waste. It's
Might as
awesome.
well.
The 3 Salad Juniors are all sent out, trying to search for any sort of life that they could find. But Vegeta then comments, maybe there's other planets that they could check. I mean, they're just talking about the ones that they know of. There's gotta be other planets with life, right? And if anything, Vegeta would know better than any of them. He's been to so many different places in his life. Of course, he did eradicate most of the people on these planets, but they're not all completely wiped out. Or at least they shouldn't be if Goku Black didn't get to them. And Salad wonders, maybe there's planets with other Namekians on them. Oh yeah, they never even considered that. He is part Namekian after all, with knowledge of those who are fused into it. So he tries to access those memories. Maybe he could find something about any other Namekians. Of course, there was one that didn't stay on Namek and ended up going to Earth. The one who eventually turned into Kami and King Piccolo. But he wasn't the only one. There might be others, some around the universe. He racks his brain, or the brains of all the Namekians within him. And one strange name pops in his head. He doesn't know the significance of it, but he tells them. It's just one word. Cereal. Cereal, like the breakfast food? He has no idea why this popped in his mind. But Vegeta, he knows the significance of this. Well, it's a stretch, but he knows this name. There's a planet out there called Planet Cereal. He knows because the Saiyans went there, killing most of the inhabitants. What if that's why Salad's thinking of it? What if there's a person there, a Namekian? But this is a really big assumption. Even if it is true, this assumes that the planet is still around and that there's still people on it. And Vegeta questions Salad. He couldn't feel any strong energy, right? Yeah, strong energy. He tried to survey the universe, and of all those different planets he teleported to, he only went to places he knew and places where he sensed strong energy before. There could be people laying low, which is why he had the Salad Juniors going to find humans. They're surprised that this planet is even intact in the first place. They thought Goku Black blew it up, but maybe he actually did leave the different planets intact, and they just have to look around to see if they're survivors. Vegeta has a bad feeling about this. Maybe there is life on Cereal, but that would be an issue for them. He tells Salad and Gohan about what happened with the Saiyans and Planet Cereal. Combine that with the fact that the person that they see causing issues is another Saiyan, or at least they think so, and they're not going to really be that welcoming of them. But this is under the big assumption still that the planet is round and that there's people on. But Salad says it's worth a shot.
Yeah.
They spend some time trying to seek out the planet.
We'll see.
Salad needs to focus. They're able to find
They about to go.
it.
They about to go meet up with a granola.
Cereal. Thankfully, with the Kai Kai, he doesn't need to lock onto any sort of energy. But when he gets there, he feels very low powers. Does that mean there's people alive here? This is good. This means that Goku Black didn't actually get a hold of every single planet. He only went to the ones that he knew had strong fighters. But that begs the question, is that Namekian still here, if there even ever was one? The three of them fly over a city, looking down and seeing a very peaceful civilization. Vegeta realizes what this is. These are the Shigarians, the people who got this planet after the Cerealians were killed. Vegeta then suddenly feels a sharp pain, plummeting towards the ground, with no one knowing what just happened. Gohan and Sailor are now on guard, and they're barely able to dodge a blast coming towards them. They go down towards the ground, finding Vegeta. He's okay, but he seems to be temporarily paralyzed. And just as they find him, more blasts launch towards them. They don't know where they're coming from or who they're coming from, but Vegeta knows exactly what this is. One of them's still alive. This is what he feared. Out from a nearby forest, they see a figure, and they sense this power. Someone that strong is still alive. The man jumps out. He aims 2 fingers at them, but with them now on guard, they're ready for whatever's about to happen. It's Granola. He hasn't made a wish yet, but he still is very strong even beforehand. This is shown in the manga. A lot of people think he was weak before he made the wish, but that's not the case. Combine that with his great abilities, and yeah, he's still a fearsome opponent even before he makes that wish. Salad and Gohan come to find this out. They start fighting him. His attacks don't seem too strong in comparison to theirs, especially once both of them transform. But he's able to hit them in vital points. His attacks aren't crazy, but they're aimed at just the right spots. They try and calm him down, trying to explain what's happening, but Granola won't hear it. He saw 2 Saiyans here, and he knows that it's trouble. And he doesn't know what that purple guy is. After some time, Vegeta's eventually able to stand up, recollecting himself, and he's about to join the fight, but someone then walks up to him. He's speechless. It's a Namekian. Granola senses this, looking down and seeing Manaido then. No one says anything until Manaido breaks the silence. These two, they're Saiyans, right? And that guy, he doesn't look like it, but he could feel Namekian blood coursing through him. What's going on here? Sal begins explaining who they are and what happened and why they're here. Granola doesn't believe any of it. He still is wary of the 2 Saiyans and would rather kill them right now. But Manaido begins explaining. A Saiyan actually did save Granola. A bunch is explained. Salad explains to Manaido that he's part Namekian, Gohan and Vegeta explain who they are, and they talk about Goku Black. Granola can't believe any of this. And his planet was still spared somehow, which is good, but what the hell happened to the rest of the universe? And he doesn't believe what he hears about the Saiyans. There's no way. But Manaido continues explaining. It was a Saiyan named Bardock that saved them. Vegeta recognized this name, Bardock. He heard it from Raditz before. He was a low-class warrior. He was Goku and Raditz's father. Manaido has no idea who that is, but Vegeta then explains. He points to Gohan. That's Bardock's grandson. Wait, they know his biological grandfather? He's never heard anything about him, so this is pretty shocking news. Not that he really cares too much, but it does definitely come as a surprise. This helps them trust the group even more. And they hear that Gohan's actually not fully a Saiyan. He's part Earthling too. Well, that monkey form would have fooled them, but once he transforms back into his normal self, he does seem a lot less threatened. Manaido sees why they're here. They want help from the Dragon Balls. If there's a Namekian here, that means there's still Dragon Balls. Sal has vague knowledge of how to make Dragon Balls, but with how limited it is, and the fact that he never practiced it, he knows that not only would he likely not be able to make them, but even if they did, they wouldn't be able to restore this kind of damage. But Manaido, he's a lot older, he's probably more experienced and knows how to make good Dragon Balls.
I forgot, yeah, he do got Dragon Balls here.
He's already made them. Yeah, they do exist, but there's only 2 of them, one of which is already in their possession. The other one isn't too hard to find. And given
I like this flip, bro. It's really good.
Manaido is fine with letting them have the Dragon Balls. Granola still doesn't know what to think of all this, but he slowly starts warming up to everyone, seeing that they're actually working for a noble cause, which is surprising for 2 Saiyans. This is going a lot better than expected. It can't be that easy, can it? It's just 2 Dragon Balls and they summon a dragon and they can reverse everything. They summon Toranbo. He looks way different than Shenron, but they could definitely tell that this is exactly what they're looking for. Their wish is a pretty heavy one. Restore all the damage that Zamasu caused to the multiverse. Toranbo says this is way beyond his power, although he has a suggestion. If they want the Super Dragon Balls back, he could do that. Oh yeah, well, they can wish for that. They'll just get the Super Dragon Balls and fix everything that way. So they wish for it, and Toranbo says there is a condition. This wish is still a very powerful one. It's not beyond his power, but he requires something else for it. We saw this when Granola made his wish in the main story. There was a condition. His life would be shortened, but in exchange, he would get his wish. And given the immense power of the Super Dragon Balls and the kind of thing that he would need to restore them, he needs to get energy from somewhere. Someone is going to have to make a sacrifice. What kind of sacrifice does he mean? For a wish of this scale, and knowing what the Super Dragon Balls can and will be used for, they need as much power as possible to be restored. And indirectly, this means that the new set will be controlled by Manaido, and he definitely does not have the power for that. But there is one payment that Toranbo can use: someone's life. Someone must pay with their life, and with that life, he'll use that power to restore the Super Dragon Balls. So, one of them needs to die for this? Manaido says there's no other way. Even if they use Toranbo to bring back other sets of Dragon Balls, there's no way Shenron or Porunga could fix this. Toranbo's probably the only one who can, although he does have the condition with his wish. I mean, consider what they're trying to do. They need to restore all the life in Universe 7 and Universe 10 that was killed, alongside Universe 6
Yeah.
because he had to go there to destroy some of the Super Dragon Balls. And that's just what they know about. Extensive damage across at least 3 different universes. Not to mention they need to revive the different gods, and by restoring the damage that Zamasu did, that includes restoring Goku's body and having
that's
his
a big
soul back
wish.
after that one. Even if they made these wishes separately, they would need the power of the Super Dragon Balls, so they need to bring them back, and this seems to be the only way. What are they supposed to do now? Well, considering the scope of the wish, they're all fine with giving up their lives. I mean, it's important, but who's gonna do it? And one person steps up, turning to Tarambo and making the wish. Vegeta and Gohan turn around, seeing that Salad is there in front of the dragon making this wish. He turns to the two of them, giving them a thumbs up. It's worthwhile. He doesn't need to do this stuff. There has to be some other way, right? No, it's just like Minato said. There is no other way. It's strange, too.
Salad, don't do it, man.
An android created by Dr. Gero. The fact that he's trying to save the universe now, no, the multiverse. Salad's always wanted to turn against Gero. He's always wanted to do everything to defy his orders. And what bigger defiance of Gero's orders than actually restoring the entire multiverse? This is perfect. It's not only the right thing to do, but it gives Salad more fulfillment. He's moved way past the guilt of being a Red Ribbon android, so it's not like he needed to do this. But still, he feels it's his responsibility. Not to mention, he wants to bring his friends back. Goku, Piccolo, the people that helped make him like this, as well as everyone else. He feels like he owes it to them. Gohan's too young to do this. He has so much of his life ahead of him. And as for Vegeta, he can't let Vegeta do that either. He has his family, and after all the progress he made as a Saiyan becoming an Earthling, Salad doesn't want that to go to waste. But he wishes the two of them the best. Someday, they'll meet again. But this is what he needs to do. The wish is made, and they watch. Salad begins glowing, smiling and waving as he then disappears. Did that actually just happen? Well, to confirm it, they look up in the sky. They feel a great rumbling. Every inhabitant of the planet is speechless. They see not too far in the distance, giant spheres. They're Dragon Balls, the Super Dragon Balls. With the power that he's just been granted, Minato knows exactly how to make the wish. It actually worked. The Super Dragon Balls are back. And with the Dragon Balls in this location, there's no better opportunity. Granola, Gohan, and Vegeta bring him up to the sky, trying to get him as close to the Dragon Balls as possible. He begins speaking the language. The wish is simple yet effective. Restore all the damage caused by Zamasu. And Super Shenron knows exactly the intentions of this wish. Across multiple universes, planets are restored, lives are brought back, the gods return. Everything and everyone is brought back besides Zamasu himself. And Goku's even
That's crazy.
back.
That's like 4 sets of Dragon
Super
Balls.
Dragon Balls spread out, and it seems like they did it. It cost Salad his life, but they might have restored the damage. Granola then says something surprising. They're gonna need a way back home now, right? Do they want him to give them a ride? Granola still has very conflicted feelings, but after seeing this act of nobility from all of them, he knows that they're not the bad guys. No, they're the exact opposite. Gohan, Vegeta, and Minato board Granola's ship, and he flies them back to Earth. Back on Earth, everyone is just confused. Weren't they just all eradicated not too long ago? And Goku especially feels weird. He's back in his normal body now. He tries sensing his friends, but he can't find Vegeta, Gohan, or Salad anywhere. But everyone else, they seem okay. After a lot of confusion and searching, a few days after, Vegeta and Gohan finally show up. That's great, they found these two. They thought they were dead and not brought back. But no, they were actually the only ones that survived. But what about Salad? What happened with him? And also, who's this other Namekian and that green-haired guy with them? They begin explaining everything that happened, what Goku Black did, how they defeated him, and how they restored everything. They're amazed to hear this, but also sad. Specifically Goku and Piccolo. They're the most saddened of all. But that sadness is only temporary. This was the right thing
that's
to do.
crazy.
And Salad was happy doing it, so they should be
sacrificed for the greater
Then
good, man.
something weird happens. They sense Salad's energy. No, this isn't his energy, but it's similar.
The little
but it's not
niggas.
coming from one source, it's coming from 3 different sources. They look up in the sky. 3 people are flying over. Vegeta and Gohan completely forgot. Even though Salad may be gone, a legacy does remain. Caesar, Balsa, and Sen show it. Salad may have had to give up his life, but the Salad Juniors, they still remain. He might be gone, but not entirely. Even though they mourn,
3 of them
they can't be
bitches.
sad forever. Things may have turned out better than they could have expected. But now with this, what lies ahead in the future? Well, like I said, I feel like this is a fitting ending. So, this is where we'll leave off for now. If there truly is enough interest, I might go into GT down the line, but that would be a while away. Without Salad part of the story anymore, it wouldn't really feel
That was funny ending. The nigga had the little juniors running around, you know what I'm saying? I feel that. This is a good story, man. Great story. Charlotte, you did your thing on this one. Damn, you had to sacrifice yourself at the end, though. I wasn't expecting that, nigga. I wasn't expecting that, but you gotta do it you gotta do what you gotta do, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Charlotte saying, if you like my reaction, sure, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next. Oh, let me know what story you want me to react to next, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me know down below. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.